while monetary aids for food and clothing can also quench the physical needs. Psychology support is needed for the victims and relatives to bring emotional and mental life back to a sense of normality. She has done a professional advanced course in counselor education, disability, and mental health about children, and she has worked as a project coordinator and also working as a visiting consultant at Myopathy Institute of Muscular Dystrophy and Research Center. And currently, she is working as a student counselor in Anna University and the Ashram School. And also, she is giving frequent guest lecture and presentation in various educational institutions and corporate, and also doing psychology based program in Vayasu Manasi in Sun TV and Manadodu Pesam in Tanti TV, and columnist in print media and publishing articles about child guidance and effective parenting. With this introduction, now I request you to deliver a talk on health and happiness. We are very happy to welcome once again you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, Good afternoon to everyone. I'm so happy to connect with you on the special day. So we are actually, I always be a cherished and positive person. So I'm so happy the topic was given was health and happiness. I'm so happy to talk about this topic today with all the faculties and the students. Okay, first of all, what is happiness? What is health? So I'm going to divide it into two groups. One is physical health and first is health, and I'm going to talk about the happiness. First about the health. There are two, we actually the physical health and mental health. As a psychologist, we as a counselor, we always concentrate on the mental health. But now we will talk about the physical health. We know everybody is taking care of our physical health. So we are going for a gym, walking, yoga, meditation, healthy diet, nice clothes, and balanced, sleep, food, and everything. So we are taking care of our outer portion. That is the physical health. That is most important. I agree with it. But we are not concentrating on the mental health. That is much more important than the physical health, I think. So everything depends on the mental well-being. We all know about it, but we are not taking care of the mental health. I know after this COVID situation, the pandemic situation, we are all stressed, anxious. We are more depressed also due to so many issues. The family, the work, the study, and the society, and every relationship issues for the students. So everything got complicated. So now how are we going to make us happy? How are we going to take care of our physical and mental health? That is more important. First, we'll talk about the physical health. We know, everybody knew that we should have a proper sleep. I start with the sleep. Don't mistake me. That is much more important. That is most important thing which we needed. That is lacking for the faculty as well as for the students. So first of the sleep, the proper sleep. I'm not just going to bed and lie on the bed thinking about something. We are occupied, preoccupied. That is not important. But you should have a proper sleep at least for 6 to 8 hours. We all knew it. We are not doing it. That is the problem. Because I know we are now surrendered with. Actually, we are captured with the gadgets. No, it's more important. Either it's a laptop or a phone, TV or a prime or everything is more important. But we don't know how to handle the timing. That is more important. We are addicted to that. Just everybody knew that we are addicted to that. We don't know how to control it. Social media is more important because that makes us connect with everybody. That is a positive thing, but we don't know how to use it. how to control your timing. We shouldn't have that control over that. That is the most important. Now you ask all the students, everybody is going to bed around 10 o'clock, but with the phone, the social media is on, they are wait till 2:30 or till 4 o'clock also. Is it correct or not? You should know, because you are the only person who will correct yourself. You don't need any psychologist, don't need any counselor, the parents or anybody else. We should have a control. We should have a control over ourselves. Don't blame on anybody else. All because of us. So the sleep is affects everything. If you shouldn't have a proper sleep in the night, that's a chain reaction. You get up very late in the morning, you skip your breakfast and running to your college or university, wherever you are going, driving and blah 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 blah. Everything's happening. So that affects your physical as well as mental health. We know the breakfast is most important thing. Everybody know it, but everybody's skipping it. Just ask the students, ask any the parents in the home. If nobody's taking the breakfast, they're getting very late up in the morning and just skip your breakfast and running to the university, running to the wherever you are going, you are just running. Is it correct or not? That is not at all correct, because we had our dinner around 8 to 9. Next breakfast going to, after 12 hours we are going to take the breakfast. If he is going to skip it, it's going to affect your physical health. First with the sleep and the breakfast and the proper balanced diet is much more important. Just we are addicted to the junk food. I'm not against for junk food, but our body needs some kind of proteins, minerals. Everybody knows that, but we are taking all kind of junk food. Even though you are getting a proper food from your hostel or your home, everywhere you are getting the proper food, but you are not taking it. So that is also going to affect. Now I'm talking about the students. Now you are young, energetic, so you have a nice life, but that doesn't show off now. When you are getting old, you are going to get so much of complications. You are fatigue, where you get tired soon, but you cannot concentrate on your studies, getting anxiety for everything. You are not having a proper relationship with your family members as well as with your students in the classroom. You don't because you're going to sleep in the university also, class during the class also. So you are skipping the breakfast, you are skipping the proper balanced diet, and you are not taking the food on time. That is another important thing. But everybody knows, but we are not following it. That is the thing. Even the faculty or students, anybody else. So we should have a food on time. It should be a proper one. Then the quantity also. So if we know about our quantity, if we know about food, is it healthy or not, why we need a dietitian? Why we are going to the hospital? So we know everything, so we are not following it. Better please have a proper food on proper time. That is another important thing for your physical health. I already spoke about the sleep, proper sleep, and then the food breakfast, taking breakfast, and third important thing, taking a balanced diet on the proper time, appropriate time. Then fourth important thing is concentration. We are always tensed, stressed. The stress and tension, they are always anxious. What is called stress? What is anxious? Why are you getting anxious for everything? This thing will definitely going to affect your physical as well as mental health. So usually if you are going to get anxious for everything, you are getting depressed and shouting with your parents, shouting with your friends, shouting with your neighbors, definitely it will going to affect your whole body. You have hypertension, anxiety, and problem in your abdominal area. You can't able to talk to anybody else. So it's a chain reaction. It affects your whole, the physical, your body as well as your mental well-being. So the health is more important. How are we going to take it? So nowadays, I'm so sorry to talk about this. The students are more addicted with the um, uh, there are a lot kind of therapies available, body shaping. There are so many things are available. I'm totally against for that. Make your look actually looking thin is beautiful, but much more important is looking healthier. Are we healthy? Our color, our skin, our hairstyle, our dress, everything is apart. Are we physically healthy? So we are going for gym and doing lots of exercise, but we are not giving a proper food for the body, what they need. But we are following so many diets. If you go and see online, there are lots and lots of diet for the youngsters as well as for the elders also. So each and every body is different from others. Even though you born in the same family, brothers and sisters, that is totally different from one person to another person. Just can't have a timetable to follow it. You should have a healthy food on time with proper portion and do some exercise. This equation gives you a healthy body and healthy mind. Why you are addicted to so many things and you're buying so many things available, the packed food, packed drinks and everything, you're spending money and spoiling your health? Is it correct or not? You should ask yourself. The nice food are available in our house. Always home cooked, homemade food is healthier than the hotel food. You can go and have it at least once in a week. That's not blamable, but you should have a proper food. It's available at home. Just think about it. While you are spending money, you have nice proteins in our pulses and eggs and milk and so on. But why you are getting the bottled drink, tinned food, and you are giving the proteins to your body. Just ask your grandma. Just ask your elders in your house. They know what are the things available in the food that is in our kitchen, that is made by our mom. So I'm not against for the diet. I'm not against going to the gym. But what I feel like is, if don't waste money on that, just have a balanced food. Talk to some dietitian, you get it and make it and have it. And the quantity also. Don't feed your body so much. You should have a proper interval. Now what we are doing, we have a breakfast, we are skipping a breakfast. I'm not telling you, more than 70% of students, including faculty also, they are missing the breakfast. And then we are going to have our lunch only at 1. So that time we are very hungry, anxious, tension. So we are going to put everything into our stomach. It's not going to digest and we are not going to get to the nutrients available in it. Rather than, you should have a small kind of porridge in the morning, one fruit. If you are a non-vegetarian, have an egg and some nuts. And between 11 to 12, you just have anything else, some nuts also. Then have a proper balanced lunch. Then when go home, have a proper evening, have the healthy snacks. What do you mean by healthy snacks? Everybody know. You just cook or make it according to your family situation. And then please have your dinner at least before going to bed, 2 hours before going to bed. If you are going to bed at 10 o'clock, at least 8 or 8:30, that will be better. So we already spoke about the sleep, food, time, and then the diet and all these things what we are doing. Then the most important thing which is lacking now is exercise. I know we are all very busy. We have to run, catch the bus, go to the college, or we have to drive our car, going to the college. We have to, if you are a faculty professor, you have to prepare for your examination. There are so many things are available. But between that, do we have any time for the exercise? So everybody thinks exercise means you have to go to the gym or some yoga classes. That is not correct. You should learn few yoga steps from the masters and do it at home. That will make your body and mind clear, and then you will have a fresh day. You will start the fresh day. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You are not, we are brushing and taking bath, having breakfast or skipping breakfast. That's not a person. Why can't you allot 5 minutes or 10 minutes for walking, just a skipping, or cycling? Have few kind of yoga at home, in your room, in your hall, in your living room. That is much more important for your healthy body and fresh mind. Fresh mind, we needed to start a day. If you are fresh in the morning, the day will go very smoothly. If you are tensed, you are stressed in the morning, definitely going to affect each and everything what you are doing. You are driving, talking to your friends, listening to the lecture, or whatever it may be. So if you are start a day with the proper food with and little small exercises, that stretches, just write down, and I can't mention as exercises, just take it as a stretches. You do that, your body and mind get fresh, regenerated, and then have a small bit of porridge. That is more important to start a day. So we all know, and we are following it. When the new year comes, we'll have some new year resolutions. Yeah, but I will do for 1 week or 1 day or 1 month, then they'll go off. So if you have to live happily, live healthy. So everybody is going to God, going to God, and they don't ask for the will, the health and happiness. What is required now? The COVID taught us so many things in our life. The health is more important than anything else. If you are rich or poor, if you are not fit, if you are not healthy, nothing is going to help us out. The COVID taught so many things. So the main important thing for a human is health, that is physical as well as the mental health. If you are really strong in your mind, you can face whatever situation you are going to come. If really you are a wealthy person, you are have a gym body, whatever, if really you are mentally weak, you cannot able to handle a small situation. You cannot able to handle a person. He's working under you or your subordinate also. So that is, the body and mind should go in a single line. The meditation is much more, best therapy for us to make our mind and body in a single row. If you are going to be if you make your body and mind healthy, definitely you can study well, you can talk well, you can sleep well, you can, interact with others. When you're talking about the student, the relationship issues also there. When you're either with the other people, or with your faculty, or with your neighbors, or with your peer group at home, with your mom and dad. If you are healthy, you make your mind and body healthy, definitely you will know how to handle your parents. The faculty also, if you know you are very strong in your mind, what you are going to taught your students, if you are clear, definitely you know how to grab their attention, how to talk to them. You will find really one person, one boy is in a trouble. If you are very clear in your mind, you will find out and you will help them to come out of the problem. We are all now self-centered. So we are going to work or we are going to the college study and come home taking care of ourselves. That is not correct. We should have an open eye. We should at least have an eye on the society. What is happening around us? If you ask a student, ask a person, so what happened today in the nobody knows. They know what is in the Instagram, what is in the Facebook, or what is in the Twitter. What's happening there? What is happening in the North? What is happening in UK? What is happening in the US? They don't know the updates because they are into a shell. They don't want to open up. If you are open, if you are positive, definitely you will know how to overcome all the situation. Not only in the study, not only when you're writing the examination, not only you're handling the parents, not only going for the interview, not only you're you are into the job. If you are very clear in your mind and healthy in your body, definitely you are the winner. The color, the beauty, the money, nothing comes, nothing's going to help us. If you are brave, you have seen so many examples. Our politicians, our national leaders, they are all very healthy in mind. They know what they are preaching. So we should have a proper idea what we are doing. If I am a psychologist as a counselor, I have to be clear in your mind. When I'm talking to the students or talking to the, any clients coming here, I shouldn't disturb. So when you're going for the class also, you should have a proper, clear and healthy mind. That is going to help you out. This is applicable for the, faculty also. I know we are getting so many stress because of the students. We have some family issues also, health issues also. So how are we going to balance all these things? How are we going to teach them not only the studies, and how are we going to grab their attention? How are we going to deliver our lecture? That is more important. We know, we have everything in our mind, we are all talented. But the delivery, how we are going to tell, the language, the body language, the way words we put in, and how we are interacting with others. So all the professors, they should know the student's name, Avi. So when we are, same thing when you are going home also, just throw away all the problems that is going to happen in the college or everybody. Just go fresh mind. Have a nice, the family is the most important therapy that God has given to us. The COVID taught this is family is permanent. Nothing is permanent, the family. So how we are going to have a happy, healthy home? How are we going to make home healthy? How are we going to make it healthy? If you are a father, if you are a mother, if you are a student, how you are going to talk to your parents? I know you are all very tensed. You have a problem with your friends, chatting and shouting with your mother. Same thing for the faculty also. You have lots and lots of problem at the college, university. And we are going to show everything to our family, our children. Is it correct or not? So just balancing between the studies and life, the work and life. So how we are going to balance between these two? If you really have a healthy mind, healthy body, definitely the happiness will come. So that is connected. The health and happiness is connected. Just see, let's go and see, just get out of the house or sit in the balcony, watch everybody's on phone. They are tensed, shouting. Why? Nobody know how to laugh, how to interact with people. Always tension, tension, tension. We are going for the wedding also tension, going for the movie also tension, going for the party also tension. Why? You should enjoy your food. You should enjoy your friendship. You enjoy your chat. Enjoy while studying. Enjoy while you're presenting also. If you love yourself, that is most and most important. Everybody says I have lots of problem, blah 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 blah. So yeah, everybody has it, but we should know how to overcome it, how to repair it. Each because as a counselor we are always busy. Why? Because everyone has a problem. In olden days we have a joint family, so everybody we have a dinner joint together and have only make one food and we'll share and eat. But no, there's no sharing, there's no joint family is gone. Everybody into a single apartment with their laptop locked in. That's I mean, children are with the ayahs and so on. So that is making us even more sicker. There's no interaction at home. So they don't know, the children, even if they're the college or school, wherever they are, they want someone to talk. But as a parent, are we giving the space for the children? Do we have a family time? No, that is not. We will say yes, but definitely not, because I am a student counselor. I'm always been with the students. Everybody, they're expecting your love and warmth and affection, not your money, your car, your AC, laptop, blah, 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 blah. They need your personal touch. I'm asking you, are we giving the space for the children? Are we giving the warmth for the children? Are we giving the love for the children? Are we cooking the food with love? And if you're going to present your children, that makes us so happy. Just go and see the dinner time. Mommy is talking to the phone and serving the food. Mama, dad is with laptop. Children are in the telephone, text or something. Is it a family time? So we know happiness, where happiness is lying, but we don't know how to bring it. They don't have anyone to share. That's why the counseling is spreaded. But even though we have a taboo in our society, if you are getting sick, you'll go and meet a doctor. If you are feeling very low, you'll get a dietitian, get a food. If you want to go for gym, you will definitely will happily going for a gym. If you are going for a wedding or something, you are going for the beauty parlor. But if you are mentally sick, we don't want to go and meet a counselor. We don't want to go and meet a psychiatrist. Is it a big sin? Is it a big crime? So if really we have some problem, you can go and open up yourself. Don't bottle up your emotions. They're very friendly. Just you're going talking to the mirror. They will give you the solution, not they will, advise you. They won't guide you. They will support you. What the support which is lacking, the counselor is going to give. So everybody will having a taboo, going to meeting, even the university also going to the counselor room, that is a big sin. Oh, I don't have any problem. You go and meet him. Even the marital counseling also, husband and wife don't want to meet a counselor, don't want to meet a psychiatrist. So going meeting is a big problem for them. Just break the taboo. If really you have small issues, just talk to your parents or talk to your faculty or you go and meet a counselor. That's why you have a counselor in your university. It's available everywhere. Just go and talk to them. If you open your problems, that will be gone. If you are going to make it, you are going to bottle up, it's going to end up in so many issues. Why the suicide is happening everywhere? If she or he opened up, definitely it will go off. Everybody have problems, but we have to know how to solve it or repair it. So the counseling is very confidential. Even the university, wherever you go, that is very confidential. When what we are going to talk to them is not going to open up to your faculty or going to tell about the parents. The same thing for the faculty also. I know we are much captured with so many issues. We don't know how to handle now handling the students is very, very hard, I know. So we are all stressed. Why can't you open it to some counselor? Talk to some person. Then one more important thing that is lacking, that is the main problem nowadays, is we don't have any friends to share. We don't have any family members to share. So at least if you are working, if you are studying for 7 days, 6 days, just allot one day for yourself, your friends, your family. That will gives you more energy, the happiness, the mental health also, the positive mental well-being. If you are going to talk to your friends, you are going to be, you are going for a church, you are going for the, temples or mosque, wherever, just go. If really a music lover, listen to some music. We don't have time to listen to music. The reading is totally gone. That is the best therapy. The music and reading is the best therapy that will soothe our mind and make us very calm and we'll get a proper sleep. But nobody's reading now. Just take a book, read for a page, definitely get a proper sleep. Then you will learn more here. I mean, ideas and intellect. There are so many things you can learn from the books. That's also gone. So everything is there in front of us. We don't know which to choose. We are totally addicted to the gadgets, TV, programs, social media, and fighting with your friends. So if you want mentally or physically healthy, make up your mind. Just take a list what really makes you happy. Nobody is going to help you out in this. You are the only person, you are the only mentor, you are only therapist to going to correct yourself. Why don't you other person? If really happy taking bath for half an hour, just take it. If really love to listen to music, is it the veena or it's any other movie song, just listen. If really want to have time with your pets also, it's a therapy actually. But we don't have time. Nobody has a hobby is gone. Exercise is gone. Talking to our family member is gone. Talking to a good friend is gone. Everything is gone. Usually when older times, if it's a wedding or death, we'll have 4 days and 5 days ceremony. Everybody will join together, share that affection, love. But everything is gone now. Online wedding and all. The death also the one day. Everything, that's all. So we are lacking everything. The family, friends, the happiness. Unnecessarily loving, running and loving the bad things. So we should know what really our body needs or mind needs. If you meditate for 10 minutes, definitely 100% sure. What is called meditation? Everybody thinks, I have to go, I have to get a mentor, I have to learn nothing. Just you sit and calmly listen to some music. Do puja in the puja room. And then just have a nice bath. Write whatever you like. If you are in Hindu, write Sri Ramajam or just study your Quran. That is a great meditation. The Bible also, but nobody is opening the book and reading. So just a nice thing available in our actual tradition, our culture. Well, while you are reading a Bible or Quran also, we'll sit in a position that is yoga. We are reading that is meditation. And praying God and trusting the God, we are leaving all our worries to God is a counseling. We are going to talk to God. We are giving everything to the God. That is a counseling. Just simply close your eyes and chanting is a meditation. And the position, look at the, while they are reading the Quran or Bible, they kneel down. That is the exercise. Are we going to the temple? No. Are we doing the prayers at home? No. These are available at home. Why can't you do that for 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I'm not a religious person, but it's available in our religion. I'm not forcing you to do all these things, but you should know what really you need. Don't ask anybody else. Don't blame anybody else. If you are going to win, that is because of you. If you are going to lose, that is also because of you. So better you start your day with a positive note. What is positivity? That is positivity. Everybody thinks everything should happen in a proper way. No. You are facing the negative things in a positive way is the positivity. So life is uncertain. We know. You are seeing the birth as well as the death day by day. We have seen lot in this COVID. We have lost so many persons in the COVID. I know. How are we going to take it up? How are we going to make our body and mind fresh? Positivity. That is much more important. So how do you positive? So don't see anything in a different way. That's one thing have two sides. So always you are looking into the negative side. Why can't you see in the positive side? If you are going to start college, don't get yourself. If you are going to study every day, going to write your exams, getting good marks, and getting a good job, you're going to settle in your life. If you're not going to study, you're not going to write your exam correctly, and you are not going to the campus into that's all. You are not going to place it in a proper companies also. If you are going to open your company, own institution, own company also, that's not possible. Money is not important, but money is important. If you study, if you plan your life, definitely you are going to have a happier life. If you are not going to study, if you are not going to get a good marks, if you are not going to get into the proper channel, we are going to abroad, wherever you go. The money is not going to happiness, but we need money. For that we need profession, work. So how are we going to place in a proper place? I know all the parents are worried. They want the children to get good marks and settle soon. I know, I agree. But education is important. At the same side, the health. You should enjoy your college life. Usually I talk to the students in the college and say, you should study half an hour and you play for half an hour. Study is more important. When you are in a fresh mind, study for half an hour, it will go to your mind. If you are really going to stress and anxious and going to study for 3 hours, nothing going to, stored in your mind. Go for a walk, have a little break and come and study for half an hour, definitely will go to your mind. It will register in your mind. Just write and study. Write and study. When you are going for exam, just see the papers. That is the bank. Definitely give you so much of energy before going to that. But what you are doing, you are not studying all the day, but you're pressuring yourself on the last day of examination. You're not going to have a sleep and not taking a breakfast. You're going to the examination. You're totally everything will be vanished. You don't know how to present this. You don't know how to read the questions also. So further, you should have a proper, balanced, healthy mind and healthy body. The body is much important. Health is much important. Even we wish a person also, we pray them to have a healthy life, not a wealthy life. So the wealth is important, but the health is much more important. If we are really healthy, physically and mentally, definitely happiness will be there. What is happiness? So nobody knows how to laugh, how to interact with others. When you are seeing a program also, don't know how to laugh. They are all tensed, preoccupied. Everything is gone. The chatting is gone, family timing is gone, going for a family trip is gone, and the puja, family puja. going to the native place. They are living in an apartment inside a room. I know the COVID made us to inside. I mean, it's we can't help it out. Everybody is tensed, surrounded with so many negativity. So you should break it. For that, definitely you should have a hobby. You should have a proper soul, happy soul. If really you are happy, everything will be happy. If really you are going to have a problem also, if you are really positive, you have a positive mind, you know how to overcome the problem, how to settle the problem, either in the college or in the school, or to your house. So I actually start from home, then I'm coming to the college. What is house? Just go and see every house. There's no happiness at all. If you are going to have a small meal, a simple meal with all joined together, happily chatting, eating, that brings a happiness. But if you are going for the five-star hotel, having the much delicious, I mean expensive food, but you are on the phone talking, that's not going to help your mental and physical health. So we should know where to go, what to do, but we are not doing it. Just talk to your parents. As a student, I'm telling you, especially, you have much more opportunities available now. So better make use of your college days. Learn positivity. Learn to make friends. Learn to adjust with them. So that will help you when you're growing. So if you are not going to balance yourself, now you don't have any work apart from studies. You have only one thing you have to study. But after 4 or 5 years, you are multitasking. You have to do multitasking. You have to work. You have to, I mean, take care of your family, father and mother. If you are going to office, also you have to balance between your, I mean, superior and subordinate. And then if you are going to get married, and how are you going to take care of your spouse and then the children? So multitasking. But why now you are stressed? You have only one task to do, that is studying. All the parents, the faculty, you have a nice university, everything is available there. Big, big campus with all facilities are, but we are not making use of it. So why can't you make use of it? Enjoy your college days. Just have a positivity with your friends. Don't fight with them. Just only one thing to have a positive friendship is just listen to them. Don't expect others to be like you. Don't do that, please. If you are really good, they will also be
Madam,
good. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Madam, sorry to disturb. I
Yeah.
am Amadoli. We
Yeah.
are all working, madam. We are not studying. This workshop, I think most of them, they will be
Okay, so, okay,
working
yeah, sure.
people.
Okay.
You are talking about education. We are teaching profession as well as
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
in the
ma'am.
working curriculum. We are facing a lot of other problems. So,
Yeah,
if you could address
yeah,
that,
just can you ask
uh,
some questions that will
thank
be
you, ma'am.
helpful for me to interact with you?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that will be better. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Questions after that I'll ask, ma'am.
Okay,
Actually, I have
I'll
a lot of,
yeah, okay. Okay.
but
So now
most
we
of
are
the talk
working.
you are giving for a student because working people mostly. I
Okay, yeah,
hope
I got
all of
it.
them doctorates they are attending.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
That's
thank
but
you.
they sold the students also there in that. I mean, I thought so. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so we are working. We know we are always we have lots and lots of problem at home as well as in the workplace. We don't know how to balance. We as a working personality, we know how to tackle our students in the college, but we don't know how to balance our children at home. The most of the children, because as a student council,
Yes,
will some say they are behaving like a professor in the house also.
yes,
They want to rule us. Is it correct or not? I don't know. They want to be as a parent, not as a lecturer. So even though they are coming for the university, they are students. They are at home. They really what they are expecting from you is they want to treat them as your children, not as your students. That is there is a lot of problem because of that. Just go and talk to your student. They come and say, ma'am, they are behaving like a teachers. They are behaving like a faculty at home. They are always advising. Why you are giving advice to your children? Just you live your life. You be a role model. Definitely they will follow your footsteps. If really you are going to be very smart, from your workplace, from your home, definitely your children are going to follow. But definitely we are all taking all our family problem to a college, and same thing the university problem to a home. Many of them we don't know how to balance between our work and life. That is much more needed now. We know we are educated, we have doctorate, we are working in a nice university with all kind of degrees. But are we a good parents? No. That because why I am talking about students is because as a student counselor, I'm interact with so many students. They expect you to be cordial, even in the college or even at home. They want to see as a mom and dad at home. The same thing for the university also. You should be strict, but you should have that rapport building. That is needed. If really you are very smart, very clever, you know how to grab students' attention. So don't take all the family or any problem into the college, into your classrooms. The same thing when you're going to leave your slippers outside the house, just leave all your problems outside and go home very happily. So why I'm talking about the home, even you are a faculty, doctorate, you know everything. But why I am talking, everything starts from the home. If really you are happy, your spouse is happy, your children are happy, definitely you will have a nice, day in the college. If really you sick, you have a problem at home, if you have a fight with your wife or husband, definitely that will go affect your presentation, your lecture, whatever is happening in the university also. That will affect our mental and physical health. Definitely you will agree with me. I know we are getting little bit older, not old, but it definitely will have some complications in our health also. But if really you are healthy in your mind, these complications will go up soon with the medical help. If even though the medical help is available, we are not taking care of our mental health, even going for the best, hospital, having a nice doctor is also going to help out. If you have a pressure, you should know how to low down the pressure with medication and meditation. We don't have time, I agree. We're coming late from the university, and you should have, as a ladies, you should have the cook and taking care of the families, children, so on. The husband also have so many things. But are we having a proper family time at home? That is your children expecting from you. If it's home is home sweet home. If you make your home healthy, happy, definitely you will be much more healthier than anybody else in the world. I know because of this COVID, everybody's at home, online classes, everybody's stressed. I agree with it. Stress is everywhere. How are we going to open up? There are lots and lots of online counseling also available. You can talk to them. You should have a hobby. You take care of yourself. Just have an oil bath at home. Small massage. Listening to music. Going for a temple. Lots of therapies available at home. Why can't you practice? So when we are in the counseling session, we have two types of problem from the university students. One is from the family problem and second is from the campus. So I would share what are the problems they are facing inside the campus as well as, because you're all parents. So I want to share that as well. So how are we going to take care of our children as well as the students? At home, they need your attention, they need your time, they need your space, not your money, your car, your laptop, AC, blah, blah, blah. The same thing for inside the university also. Each and every student is different from others, that you know. When especially they're coming for the university, few students they're coming from the very rural area, they have a language issue, they have environmental issue, they born and brought up in a low grade and they cannot be able to cope up with the, students in the urban area. So lots of things are happening while they are entering into the college. I know we are all well equipped, we are very intellectual, we know how to deliver a lecturer, but can we have quality to observe what really a student is going through? Just with the eyes, with his body language. We should have it. Each faculty, each professor should be a counselor. Teaching is not only needed now. Nowadays, everyone is stressed out. Why can't be a counselor just look into the eyes? If really they need some support, why can't we give some support to them? They don't know how to open up. They have language issue. They have the environmental issue. They don't know how to cope up with the people in the in the city life, their dress, their language, their attitude and everything. Do you have any classes to make them understand? We had in our university we had. So these are the things we should know. Apart from I know you are all very much packed with your lectures. You have to prepare it, you have to deliver it, you have to plan for your next day. I know. But what I want to stress here is education is important. You are passing on your intellectual ideas and knowledge to the students. That is important. I agree with it. With these, you should pass on the positivity. That is much more important, I think. Are they happy? The happiness. Are you happy while you are working? Are you happy while you are delivering the lecture? Are you happy with your students? Are you interacting with your students? Do you have a group chat with your students? Be friendly with your children. That is much more important. I know we are get tired because we start our day and we are going home very late. We are tired, but we should allot time. As I told you for the students, that timetable, we should also have a timetable. If really you are coming very late, just why can't you plan for your Sunday and plan everything? Then understand your spouse also. The incapability is rising nowadays. Both are working. In olden days, husband go for work, wife will be at home, cook and take care of everything. Now both are working, both are stressed. So we are coming home and fighting with each other, and we are not have time to talk to the children, talk to our children. So money is important. Now maybe both have to work, but how we are balancing, how we are planning a family time, that is much more important. If you are really, why I'm going on touching family is, if it start from house, if really you are happy at home, definitely you'll be happy to work front as well. We are very intellectual, you are all very talented, everything, you are much more talented, but are you happy? I should get the answer for the question. Are really happy? Are we getting sleep without any distractions? Are we preoccupied? No, we don't have answer for all these questions. So we should find the answers for this question. You have to be happy. You make yourself happy. If you really want to go out for different, just go and have at least once in the month. I mean, do you have time to talk to your spouse? No. The ego is still there. What is called ego? Why can't take away the ego? We know, but we are not doing it. So if you want a healthy, positive life, we should take it out and we should know what really we need it. Understand your spouse, understand your children, understand your students. Definitely, after all these things, we should have medical complications also. When we are getting crossing 50 or 55, definitely we will get it. So how are we going to take it out? If you are going to get sugar, don't go for a medication. Don't just rely only on the medication. Just go do some medication, some exercises, healthy food. Definitely it will cut down your sugar. Same thing for the pressure also. The BP shoot up. Definitely it has a medicine in the therapy. You know very well. So why can't you allot some time for these kind of therapies? So according to your age, according to your family situation, I'm not forcing you to go for a gym, go for a meditation center, go for a, yoga center. No, you should learn from somebody else. And why can't you do it? We know this is our life. This is our house. This is our work friend. So how are we going to balance between this? If really clear in your mind, definitely you know how to balance it. Everybody has issues, but we should know how to overcome it. How to take care of your family members, how to take care of your students. Still, we have the taboo. We are not opening up. That's why you just can't talk this thing with your friend or a family member. Why can't, that's why the counseling is available. You have a counselor in your university. It is totally confidential. The counseling is ethic is it's confidential. So why can't you go and talk to them? Just talking to other person with psychological background it will give you one vision. Now you have a blurred vision about the issue, about a problem. If you go and talk to them, they will give a proper vision. They are not going to advise you. Everybody thinks going for counseling is giving advice. No, we never. Just go, not only for counselor, you have a nice psychologist, therapist, everybody's available. Why can't you go and talk to them? There's free online counseling also available. So that time you will know how to overcome that. That's why each and everyone has a problem. I know. So how are we going to identify the problem? Identification is the first. Then how are we going to take it out? Then the cure. As I said, when you're going to identify the problem itself, just you have to go and talk to them and learn how to cure it. Either in the work front or at home also. The same thing I said, only one thing, if you are really happy, want to be happy, you should take care of your physical and mental health. If you earn money, that is not going to help you at all. If you are in a big position, that's not going to help you at all. I agree, you need money, you need a big position, you should have lots and lots of degree, I agree with it. If really you are not happy inside, so how long we are going to live? Do everyone know? No. This life is very uncertain. We don't know, I'm going to live tomorrow, we don't know. In that. So each and every day is important for us. But what we are doing is, just we are totally forgot about today. We are thinking about what happened
Hello, sir.
yesterday. Then
Sir,
we are
namaste.
planning for the future. What about today?
Sir, చెప్పండి.
So you want to tell anything?
క్యాంటీన్ లేదనుకుంటాను సార్. ఇక్కడే ఇదే మన
No, no, no. Ma'am, actually, your mic also muted. Please unmute yourself.
Is it audible now?
Yeah, ma'am. Now
You
audible.
can hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we should know how to bring it. So definitely we all have a nice educational background. We are working for a nice university, but are we doing justice for our body and mind? So you should ask the question to everyone, to yourself. No, most is 80% of not doing justice for yourself, for the social status, for your family, for the money we are running. We are like a robot now. Why? For what reason? So live for today. We don't know where our children going to be in future. Live, talk to them, live for today. The same thing for the, we are going to see each different kind of students in each and every year. So it's working as a teaching profession is a divine profession. So thank God we are in that. I mean, we are blessed to have as a professor or teacher, whatever it may be. So it's very happy to be interact with the students. Why can't you enjoy and work? So if you make yourself happy, definitely you know how to interact with the students. We don't get stressed because students, one person may vary from others. The same thing for the house also. The one children is totally different from us. If you are getting gold medal, you are getting nice degrees, but you want the same thing children should get. But he is totally different. We cannot able to accept it. What we lacked in our life, we want our children. We are forcing our children to do that. We are expecting for the society's sake, for yourself. Do you know really he's happy? Really, your children is happy taking that profession, taking that education? That is most important. If really you have space for your children, definitely you will know what really they need. If you really give space for your husband or wife, really they know what really they are lacking. So if you correct all things at home, definitely you'll have a proper vision, positive mind, healthy body to carry the same thing to your professional friend. So that is what we need. Our students is expecting from us. When they are preparing for the examination, they have difficulty with the examination. They have a communication problem with the, with the peer group as well as with the faculty also. Why can't you have time? Why can't you have the body language, the words you put and talk to them, find out really what they really need from you. For passing on all the knowledge you learn, that is very, very, very good. But are we giving the positivity to the children to hold on to their life? When we are young, we have a lot of support, lot of positivity at home. Totally different what now the children are. Our schooling, our college, that's totally different from what now they are facing it. We are not into all kind of gadgets. We don't have the TV also, very, very rare. But the children, I'm really feeling very pity for the students nowadays. They are open to everything. Everything is available on the net. The addiction, alcohol addiction, game addiction, drug addiction, abuses, sexual abuses, everything is going on. Even though we have see the paper, the media, each and wherever we see that the abuse is going on. So now we have to take care of ourselves, the first thing. Then the second thing, we have to take care of our family. And third thing, important thing, how we are going to react in the work front, on our university and college, And the first important about society awareness. If we are going to balance between these four, we are going to be the happy person. How we born is not important, how we living, how we are going to die, how our name is going to be after our death. That is more important. Your money is nothing. What you learned and what you captured is more important. So better only one thing I'm requesting all the faculty is just don't combine family with your college. Don't bring all the family problems into the, don't bring your work problem into your house. Just you should know, that is the most important one thing I would like to talk to the faculty. Important thing, make up your mind fresh, healthy. Body is much more important. There's lots of food joint opened up. The Swiggy also making us so weak, so unhealthy. We know we are working. Just plan for your healthy food, have a proper sleep, and plan your day. If you are going to start at 7 o'clock in the morning from your house to college, just prepare all what are the things you have to carry to the college on the table, your clothes, including your clothes, your whatever, your mobile phone, key and everything. The planning is more important. Just go and watch everyone's house in the morning around 6 to 7:30. That is like a war place. Why? They're not having a planning. If we have a planning, if we have a proper mind, definitely we know what we are going to carry tomorrow, what we are going to present tomorrow. So we plan and keep it on the table or in your room, whatever it may be. Start day with a positive, fresh note. Definitely that day is going to be a healthy one, happier one. Why? Because even though you have to meet a unwanted person or some problem in the college, problem with the students also, you know how to tackle it happily. How to talk to the student, how to talk to the faculty, how to talk to the dean, how to talk to the, VC, so on. So if you are very clear, then only presentation will be very clear. Just can't. That's why I'm not into the PPT and so on. I want to talk to them. I'm more open to the, interactive section always. That will give you more vision. So only one thing be much needed now is happy and healthy life. That is lacking now, but we can bring it now. We can take care of our health and positive mind. The what actually the mental well-being, the mental health is much more important. So don't compare you with others. Even you just see the rickshawala in the roadside, they are happily eating one food and happily sleeping on the floor without any. But do we have a proper sleep in our much best cushion bed with the expensive teakwood cot with the AC room? No. Who is happiest person? You or them? Definitely them. So we can bring it. How? So plan, talk to them. So you correct yourself. You don't want anybody, don't blame on anybody else. If you are really sick mentally, that's because of you. If you're really healthy mentally, that is because of you. Each and situation, I know it varies from person to person, but you should know how to live what you have. The expectation, disappointment, that make us very unhealthy. So don't expect. You should know how to live what you have in your hand. Don't see others. You can see others below than you, but we always have a tendency to see the people above us. Do you know, are they happy? I don't want to mention, but do you know the politicians, they have crores and crores of money with a big bangla, with all kind of cars? No. So life is, once we are going to live, we don't know. It's 40 years or 60 years or 70 years, we don't know. Today is our day. That now it's the time is our time. You should live happily. Whatever we have in our mind. Just see, we are all educated. We have a nice, proper university. We have a proper degree. We have a family. Then what else you need? Where the happiness lies, you should know. Not in the just in the house or car, so on, a big count of money in the bank deposit. No. If you are having a proper sleep, healthy body, that is the richest person in the world. I usually say I'm the happiest mother in the world. So making the house is first important thing, and the same thing a work front also. So everybody is working with a machine, but we are working with a human, especially with the youngsters coming up. So how we should make ourselves physically and mentally healthy, because we are passing on everything to them. Most of them working with if they are working the provision store, they are working with the pulse and so on. They are in the IT, they are working with the computer, blah 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 blah. But our profession is working with the human, youngsters, adolescent. So we should be much more healthier. We should, because we are going to pass on everything. So you are going to be a role model. See, wherever you go, always respect our teachers. They give first respect to the teacher. Guru. Mada Pida Guru Deva. Mada Pida Guru. Why? So we should not only transfer our knowledge to our students, we should have the capability of passing on all the positive notes, healthy mind, positive thinking to our students. That is much lacking nowadays. So I am requesting all you to be happy and have a fresh and healthy mind. And then while you are coming to the university also, have a small exercises, small meditation, small breathing exercises that make us calm. Before going to deliver a presentation or your lecture, you should calm off your mind and then you can start a lecture. When you're going to deal with the problematic, your core professors or problematic student also, be relax yourself and you can talk to them. So as a counselors, we are seeing so much of different kind of students, different kind of faculty with all kind of issues. Alcohol, mostly the relationship issues, the love and so on. So we should be very clear how to make them understand what really going through is not it's what I say, it's not, they think that is their life. That's not correct. We have to make them understand that's unreal. They have to bring them to the reality. So what really I want to talk to you all is, you are all educated, you know everything, but we don't know how to apply it. So the first, we spoke about the physical health. Please take care of your sleeping, your food habits, timing, and exercise, and the hobby with your friends. This is more important for your physical health. The same thing for the mental health also. You have to sleep with body and mind. Some people will go to sleep, but the subconscious mind going on, running so many negativities. What is going to happen? This one, how I'm going to repay the EMI? How I'm going to this one? Blah 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 blah. How I'm going to solve this problem at home? So this thing also makes us so weak. So mental proper sleep without any distraction you need for the mental well-being, mental health, and then few mental related, meditation kind of exercises. Third thing, seeing things positivity. You learn. Just go and watch. There's a lot of nice things. Nobody knows how to watch. Just go out and see. Everybody's on the phone. And Nobody seeing the faces. Do you know our friend's birthday? Did anyone, have time to talk to our elder parents in our native? No. But they are waiting for our calls. We don't know. So do we have time to talk, wish anybody? They are really troubled. Do you have time to go and be with them? Not spending your money. If they really have a problem, do we have time or do you have mind to support them? When you are helping others, definitely you are going to get the help from others in future. What we are going to give, we are going to get it back. நம்ம என்ன கொடுக்குறோமோ அதுதான் நமக்கு வரும். If you think positive, in our Shastra, Tadas, you used to say, think positive. நல்லதை நினை. Definitely will come. I agree. That's not a thing. Don't we definitely we have problem. We'll face problem. We'll face death, and we have financial losses also. But we should know how to balance. So only one request is these two are important. That is physical and mental health. So about the health, the wealth is not important. The health is more important than the wealth. Wealth is needed, but above that, the health, mental and physical health is important. Make your body healthy. Don't go for the unwanted diet. If you are diabetic, don't fall for the online and the WhatsApp messages. The nice things are available. You better talk to a doctor, follow that, do some exercises. Definitely your sugar level will go down. Same thing for the hypertension also. So if you are going to take care of your body healthy, definitely the mind will be healthy. For the mind, you should have a hobby, walk. I am not against for smoking or drinking, but definitely it will affect our health. So better you should have a control over that habits. If you are going for in olden days, only men will go for drinking or parties in once in a month, so on. But it's everything totally gone. Everywhere, all the birthday parties also it's opened up. So we should know. I'm not against for the alcoholism, but we should know control over our drinking habit also. That will make our body weak and mental health also weak. So you take care of your physical health, mental health. Definitely we are going to have a healthy life. When we are young, definitely we have run, but we do a lot something. When we are getting old, we have to getting old very gracefully. Usually say, getting old is not a sin or not a, but you have to gracefully getting old. How healthy. Now I have seen 94-year-old lady is going to for the councillor election. She's very healthy. Her mind is very clear. So we lived our life. We studied. We got good degrees. We are into a good university. We are into a nice family. But hereafter, how are we going to live our life? That is the big question now. Everything is gone. Leave it. We plan for your future. Plan tomorrow. Healthy. Definitely, if you follow all these things, we know, but we are not following it. If you follow that, definitely our aging will be very gracefully. I know we studied, we run, we got married, we are into the institution, we are studying, everything got doctorate, everything is okay. But how are we going to live our not retirement? I don't say the retirement old. Nice. This is the age you have to love your life. All your children settle. You earn something for your future. Listen to music. Just sit and have a sip of your coffee. They have a little garden, have a nice bath, listen to music, go walk with your friends or with your pet, talk to your spouse, wife or husband, I don't know. You go outing. Your children must be all settled. You go for a small, short trip that will give you more energy. So these are the things, if you follow all these things, definitely our health will be happy and our mental health will be much more refreshed. So we are going to have a nice and happy life in future. So if really you have a problem, you don't know how to overcome it, there are nice psychologists, counselors available. So we have a counselors, we have a counseling not only in our university, everywhere they have a counselors there. Just go and talk to them. Definitely, 200% sure you will have a clear vision about the problem. You yourself know how to overcome the problem. Definitely you'll get a clear vision. You have a blurred vision, you have a clear vision. The counselor available is free of cost. The government is taking, the college is taking care of the counselors, and the time is for you, that is very confidential. So why can't you make use of it? That thing. Then you plan your day, live for it, make a chart. If you have a practice, just do one thing for yourself in a 1 week, which will make you happy. If you want to go on a beach, just go and sit on the beach. If you want to go to the temple, just go and sit in the temple. That give much, much positive energy. As Kannadasan said, when you are going to the temple, that's not only God is there. That smell, that vibration, the bell ringing, and the aroma, everything brings us the positivity to us. When you're watching a child playing, when you're having a child at home, that give a lots of positivity. You find what is in your hand. Don't spend much more money and go for it. If you like swimming, you do that. If you go for walking, go that. If you like to go for cooking, also just take a YouTube and just cook and just share it with your friends or put it in the Instagram. Make yourself happy. I'm not against the Insta or Facebook, so on. You can use, but how? How long? Do you have? That is the most important thing. Even we also addicted to that. Actually, I was before that I was talking about the students, but nowadays also just see the bed also we don't have time to talk. He's having his phone, we are having our phone. Seeing some unwanted WhatsApp messages, the forwarders and so on. Just keep away. Just talk to her. Talk to him for a few minutes. These all happened in your college. These all this time. What we do for the plan. Just to have a positive, nice talk. Even now also we need some affection, some touch. That's needed. So you should know what to do now. You plan. So if you have a really have a something like for your insurance for your health. Do you have insurance for the mental health? We all have insurance for your physical health. Attached to some other star health insurance, blah, doesn't all. Do we have insurance for our mental health? We don't. We don't. That is more important. Still, I told you, we have a taboo. If you are going to talk to a counselor about your problem, you have a taboo. Nana Paitiyamma, why should I go and see the counselor? Why should I go and see the psychiatrist? Please take that. You can talk to your friends also. If you really don't want to address that problem, you don't want them to know that problem, better talk to the counselor. Just open up. You have a listener. Now everybody have a disease, that is they don't have capacity of listening. Even students, everybody, when we are going to talk, no, just listen to me. That kind of attitude we have. Just listen to them. Listen to your wife, listen to your husband, listen to your children, listen to your students. That shows you are mentally mature. The maturity, we need that maturity. Healthy mental maturity. If really you are mature, you have to be a best listener. But everybody tensed. Everyone is tensed. Better don't do that. Be a good listener. That will solve lots of problem at your home, for yourself and for your family and for the society also. A work friend. If your student is going to talk to you, just give 10 minutes for him, 10 minutes for her. Definitely know how to solve the problem. The same thing for the house. If you are going home also, just listen to your wife or listen to your husband, listen to your students. So you can find out the problem in the starting stage. Like cancer, it's curable when you find out in the starting stage. This is mental problem is also, it's like a cancer. If you find out the problem with your wife, with your children, with your students, with your hostels, whatever it may be, even with your co-workers also, we can sort it out in the starting stage. Just you are not addressing it, you are not going to take care of it, it's going to be like a cancer cell. It's going to spread over all your body, mind, that's all. So, only one request from my side. Our topic is health and happiness. The both are closely related. If really you have a healthy and healthy body and healthy mind, definitely you are going to be happy. Happiness is just to have all problems in your mind, just smiling out. It's not a happiness. You should laugh, you should smile from your heart. You should talk from your heart. Not just admire, I mean, Allah. Don't say like that. You should admire, you should love, you should eat, and you should appreciate your wife. You should, if you see a presentation from your student, just appreciate it. There's no, we don't have, because we should appreciate and pat him and make him, if really, if we have done some mistake, just point out positive way. As I told you, Mada, Pita, Guru, you are all in that position near to God. So we should have the mental happiness, healthy thing to pass on our happiness, passing on our knowledge to the youngsters, future, industries, whatever it's going to be, with happy. They should come to the college without any problem, hesitation. They should love you. So that if you are really going to give a good lecture, you are very knowledgeable, that's not going to work out. If you really are going to be good, definitely all the lessons, they'll be happily coming to your class. Wow, I like the professor, I like the teachers, I like the way she teach, I like the way she interact with us, I like the way he friendly with us. That is what they are expecting from you. If really they have a problem, why can't you talk to them? I know you don't have time, but teaching is not, teaching is much important, but interacting with them is much more important, which I feel, as a counselor, which I feel. So I think I have covered all the things. I know because of this COVID situation, we're all locked up in a shell. Now only we are coming to the college, at least seeing the faces. We have time to, enjoy the fresh air and interact with others. So why can't you make, we don't know how long it's going to be the COVID or whatever the micron, whatever it's going to come is, we don't know. But we have to live with it. It's like a flu. As Britain said, it's like a flu. You have to learn how to live with it. So same thing, what the Boris have told us, it's like a flu. You have to learn how to live with it. Same thing I'm going to tell you, all the problems, stresses, tensions, it's like a flu. We have to learn how to live with it with a positive note. That is what needed now. So rest of all, we have a nice profession, we have a family, we have everything, what our children is going to become. So how are we going to be a role model? I know you are a good professor in the college, you are a doctorate and so on. Are you a good mother or father in the house? I don't know. So better balance between these two. Why? Because I'm talking about the students. I'm having interaction with the students, not only in the college, in my clinic also. They expect totally different what you are giving them. They need your time. They need your warmth. They need a hug. So, are we happy? Are we healthy? Are we mentally pressureless to pass on this to the children at our home, a wife or husband at home? And are we going to? Most of the parents, elder parents, they are in the native. Do you have time to talk with them? No, we are not. They are expecting our call also, our presence also. They have a native trip. There are lots of things available in and around us that makes us happy, but we are strictly sticking onto the phone and some rubbish serials, some programs. I'm not against the serials or movie, but that's only the hobby. That is not our life. Most of the husband will they come home, they take a newspaper or watch the news. I know watching news is much more important. Why can't you talk to your wife? Why can't you talk to your children? Why can't you go and help her in the children? Because you are professor at the college, you are coming home, you are a boss, that's all. But she's working there, taking care of the family, cooking and cleaning the house, everything. Why can't you go and talk to her? Why can't you help them? Really, the most of the women they need it, the husband help. So we can share all the household. They are sharing your financial position now. Why can't you same thing? Why can't you share your, family household with them as well? Upbringing of children is a women problem. Cleaning the house is a women problem. Cooking is a women thing, and going for the work is a women thing. So what about they are also getting old? They are also getting tired. So why can't you give support to them? That will give her, if you are getting a saree, you are presenting a diamond necklace, that's not going to give happiness to her. Really, what gives her happiness? Just buy something which she likes and go and give it to her. The same thing for the husband also. If we buy something to give it to him, that will give the happiness, that will bring the happiness. Just today night you go and talk to your children. If they are awake, that's not a problem. With you both, just sit and talk. We don't know how long we are going to live. How long we are going to live healthy. We saw the letter which was written by late Lata Mangeshkar ji. That was so nice. The stardom, money, everything's not going to stand long. Our health, when it's coming to health, if you make it very healthy, we are going to die healthy. We are going to live healthy. We are going to live positivity. One thing only, be positive. That's the thing. If you are positive, you can know how to solve the problem. If you really need a psychological support, there are lots of counselors are available. If you really have a nice friends also, you can talk to him. If you really have any problem, just go and talk to them. I think I have covered all. I think most of mental and physical health as well as the happiness also. If you have any questions, it's open to you. Please, please talk. If you have any questions, I will here to answer your questions. Is it okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the nice opportunity was given. I'm so happy. Hope this session was nice. It was helpful for everyone. Thanks a lot. Once again, thanks a lot for the great opportunity. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you. All of you have a good day and be positive and happy to meet you all and be happy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Venkata
Thank you,
from
sir.
AICTE, madam.
Hope it went on well, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. In fact, okay. Anyway, all was well, madam. All was fine, madam. Thank you, ma'am.
Any questions also? It's open to questions. Is there any questions for me?
And request participants to address the expert. If at all they have any clarifications, please. Thank you, madam.
Sir, share my email ID. If they have really any questions also, they can send it to my email.
Okay, ma'am. Definitely, madam.
Okay.
Sure.
If they really they have at least they have update anything else also, anything they need, just they can contact us. You can share my mobile number as well as my email ID to them.
Understood, madam.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all. Shyam, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Can I start my session, or whether they need to have a break? Like,
Sir, we will provide the lunch break by 1:30, sir.
okay, so you want me to start like, okay, and polished way, a diplomatic way of asking me to handle the class. Good man. Yeah, okay. See, one honest input what I should address, this non-technical topic was being mandated by AICTE. We have no other option. We have to have these non-technical things as one of the sessions, like, hence we have been asked to do that. I was understanding that it was more of an orientation program address, but still having no other go, we have to go by it. Like, now we will see about the chapter where I have discontinued. Let me share my screen. Shyam, visible?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now, probably I was on this one. Yeah, this is where we were, and I was informing you how the things has to be done. Okay. Now there is also another aspect what we normally do, that this is called as Sankey diagram. Out of 100% of input heat energy from the diesel, how much was available as electrical power? Hardly 35% or 40%. The remaining will go as waste. Remaining 60 will go as waste. And if you have some options whereby you can recover those energy, accordingly, those energies can be used for the applications what it was intended to. Okay, these are general informations. Like, and after you identify the various energy saving measures, you can classify them as the one which require nil investment, which requires low investment, medium and large. The investment options which require low cost investment, it can be implemented immediately. As a result, you will be able to have the advantage of saving money. Then as time increases, you can have these things done. Like, of course, the medium and large, it depends on the ability of the industry. If the industry has the required money, they can have it done on their own. Else, ESCO model is available. The street lighting pattern, what was addressed to you yesterday morning, ESCO model, energy service companies are available, whereby they will be investing for these energy saving options which require medium or large. Let me tell one example, it becomes easier. Assume that I have a boiler in my factory. This we have done in an audit. I do not have the company named. Like, they were having an furnace oil fired boiler. Furnace oil was given, water was sent in, water has absorbed the heat, and then accordingly we were able to have steam. This steam was taken for pasteurization. It was a dairy plant. Pasteurization process, it was done. The cost of steam has been arrived, and the efficiency, all those things has been arrived, and the whole boiler was operating well. The dairy plant was located in an agriculture belt. We were asking them to replace this furnace oil with either wood or agricultural waste, agricultural residues, what that was available in that area. Their cost of steam, rupees per kg of steam, will become 1/10 as it was earlier. Their cost of steam would have become rupees 110. It will be 1/10 as it was earlier. The moment we were informing that, the management were telling that, sir, this is an HACCP approved plant. We will never be, because once when we go for these agricultural waste, all these things and all, once when we burn, we'll be able to have ash. handling ash can cause contamination on the outputs. So accordingly, they were telling all those aspects and all. But once when we have informed them about the cost, and once when the techno-economics has been arrived, they were losing 1 lakh rupees every day. Or rather, once when they switch off from FO to these agricultural based fuels, they'll be able to save rupees 1 lakh every day. Once when they have seen the things and all, immediately they have paid a premium, because I think you people would be aware, boilers won't be available off the shelf. You need to fit to order like. So they paid a premium. They were able to install the boiler immediately, probably within a fortnight, and then accordingly they were operating like. So for the investment, you can go in for ESCO model, whereby a private entrepreneur or ESCO companies can be invited. They'll be able to install this wood-fired boiler. The cost of steam, they'll be able to have the steam, and the steam will be available for the process like. There will be some agreement between the ESCO and the industry. The industry will agree to pay the price as that is decided. Accordingly, without any investment, they'll be able to save on the money. This things happens. Right now, this energy service companies, they do these options. They do for steam. For every kg of steam, whatever we do, whatever we take for the plant, it has to be paid. For every tonnage of chilling, refrigeration aspects, you can have it done. Even for compressed air, they do. For every normal cubic meter of air at an elevated pressure, whatever pressure that you need, they'll be able to have it done. Rather, you can focus only on your output. All the requirements for your output will be done by these ESCOs. So it becomes quite easier. Rather, we outsource all the requirements for the production plant. Okay. Now, the second last one, techno-economic feasibility analysis. This is one most important thing that we people have to understand. As we engineers should be aware, technically under the sky, anything is feasible. We can achieve anything. We can achieve anything. Let me quote one simple example. It becomes easier. Technically, all proposals are viable. Economics does matter. We will take one example. Assume that you have a bike. Assume that you have a bike. This bike is giving you 60 kilometers per liter. The cost of the bike, let us take it as 50,000 rupees, half a lakh. And 60 kilometers per liter, as we all are aware, the cost of petrol will be rupees 100 per liter. Assume that you drive 10 kilometers every day. So for every month we drive 300 kilometers. So 300 kilometers by 60. So I have to spend rupees 5 liters on petrol. Approximately rupees 500 would be my fuel cost for every month. There are some options whereby I can do some alterations in the bike, like as a result, this 60 can become 120 kilometer per liter. The 60 can become 120 kilometer per liter. Some hybridization can be done, or SPV based things it can be done, like, or carburetor can be done, or MPFI, all those techniques can be done. As a result, the mileage can be enhanced to double. But cost wise, it will become 2.5 lakhs. I think you people would be aware, the latest bike, like SD has given one adventure. It has released one latest bike, like 2.5 lakh rupees. Competition for Royal Enfield's Himalayan bike, like the starting price will be approximately 2.5 lakhs. Now we will see how it works. Like, see, technically it is feasible for me to enhance the mileage of the bike from 60 kilometer per liter to 120 kilometers per liter. If it was 60 kilometer per liter, the fuel cost what I'll be spending out is rupees 500 for every month. Like, if it is 120, for the same 300, the amount of fuel what that has to be supplied is 300 by 120. The amount of fuel what that has to be sent was, it will be 2.5 liters. 5 liters. So 2.5 liters, this multiplied with 100, I have to spend rupees 250 for the fuel. Earlier, I was spending 500 rupees for the fuel. Now I spend rupees 250 for the fuel. We can tell we have saved 50%. We have saved 50%. Yes, of course, it is true. By improving the efficiency from 60 to 120, the fuel cost had become half. Accepted, appreciated, all done. But my capital investment had become, earlier it was 0.5 lakhs, now it is 2.5 lakhs. The capital investment had become 2 lakhs extra. For this 2 lakhs, the bank lending rate of interest, we'll take it as 12%. So for 2 lakhs, taking 12% per annum, this divided by 12. I have to pay rupees 2,000 rupees every year as interest alone. I think you people would be aware. I have to pay rupees 2,000 for every month towards interest alone. I was able to lower my cost from 500 to 250, appreciated. Yes, all is done, all is well. But the capital investment had become so huge. For the additional investment, what we make, the interest on the investment, what that has been made, overshoots the savings, what that has been achieved. So do techno-economic feasibility analysis. This is mandate. This is mandate. Kindly or blindly don't go by the savings. 50% is savings. Yes, of course it is done. True. But you have to calculate the interest on the investment also to put it in other angle. Rather than investing on this proposal, if I had invested the same money in the bank, the return on the money would have been much higher as compared to what I would have saved. So these aspects has to be taken, accounted, then accordingly or appropriately, you have to invest on the energy saving proposals. We advise the people to go in for simple payback period as an initial one, whether to go or not. After you do this analysis, we also advise them to go for IRR, which is called as internal rate of return, or even NPV also. These two techniques, we have to do that. If the rate of return, whatever you get from IRR is higher than the bank's rate, you can have it across. If NPV value is more positive, then automatically we can invest on the proposal. This is the most important thing. As I had explained to you earlier, technically all proposals under the sky, it will be good, lucrative. Yes, of course, done. It can be done, no problem. But economically, whether it is worthy for us to invest or not, you have to take a call, decide it well, then accordingly have it done. Like, okay, action plan. You have to have a target. You have to choose the one which doesn't require any investment. You have to implement it first, like. And for those which requires higher investment, you can go in for investing on your own, or even you can go in for ESCO mode. Then accordingly, you can have it done. Now, these are the barriers to energy audits. These are the barriers to energy audits. The first and foremost thing what I have encountered in various plans, they will consider energy audit as an additional overhead cost. This is one basic thing what the people have to understand and appreciate also. If at all we invite an energy auditor, per day basis approximately 10,000 rupees has to be spent for his expertise alone. Then for the assistance, for the instruments, for all those things, accommodation, all those things, it will be approximately 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs for a 3-day audit. This is what people will be having onto their mind, and why to invest on this one. This will always be there. Like, so the barriers to energy audit is that first one, energy audit is considered as an overhead cost. That is case one. Second, priority wise, they give for output. Energy audit would be taken as secondary. These two things happens because the client would be unaware about energy audit and its advantages. They'll be ignorant. They wouldn't be aware about the savings, what they'll be able to accrue. So ignorance on energy saving aspects is one major issue that we people have to encounter. So we have to ensure that we will be able to appreciate them. We have to explain them, and we have to take them into confidence about the advantages of doing energy audits. Like, and the seventh one, most important one, the cost of energy on their overall output, it will be very insignificant. Cost of energy on the overall output, it will be very insignificant. To be very precise, or to have it as an example, if you take a jewelry showroom, on the profit margin, the cost what they spend on air conditioning their hall will be very, very low. Hence, it will be overlooked. So this is also an important fact what we people have to understand. So I think we people are aware the three major ways through which we'll be able to save the world. The first major way is that save energy. Second one, go for renewable based options whereby it will be environmentally benign. Third one, go for alternate energies whereby we'll be able to have these things done through. So if we are able to do these three things, we'll be able to ensure that we will be able to hand over the world as we have got it from our forefathers to our generations to come. So thus, the topic what I've started on day one is over. I was able to bat on all the days, and the thing what I've started, I was able to have it done on the last day. Sham.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if there is any time, then I'll be handling on Rankine cycle, because whatever people have taught as of now, they were, in fact, we all were addressing on the auxiliaries aspect of it. Rankine cycle, auxiliary aspect of it, whereby we were focusing on boilers. Yeah, Rankine cycle, as we people would be aware, these are the various components, like this is boiler, what we people were speaking about. Turbine, motor or alternator, inverse of that one. We were having pumps through which we were operating it. And here we have another pumps, and here we have fans, all these things and all. We were focusing more on the auxiliaries. We were focusing more on the auxiliaries for generating output power. We were focusing on boilers, how to save energy on boilers, that has been done. And these boilers will be employed with fans. We have seen an extensive things on fans, like, and we were seeing on motors that will be operated over here. And we were seeing on pumps also, and illumination things and all. There are different other options whereby we'll be able to analyze these Rankine cycles, and we can improve the cycle efficiency without doing any auxiliary alterations. Like auxiliary alterations, if they're able to operate well, it becomes easier. But once when you're able to focus on the cycle, and if you're able to optimize on the Rankine cycle, your efficiency will be even more higher. Sham.
Yes, sir.
We'll do one thing, like we will have the test, and before the valedictory session, I think I'll be able to address on this one also. It becomes helpful for the participants to understand the cycle as a whole. Then accordingly, we can end the FDP.
Sure, sir. We
What do you
have
say?
1 hour at the end,
Okay.
so we can have the session also. Sure, sir.
Yes, pa. Yes, pa. Fine. So when the test would be done?
2:30 to 3:30, sir.
Yeah, 2:30 to 3:30. Okay.
So after that, we will at 3:30 we will start the session, sir.
Yes, pa. Fine.
Yes.
Participants are informed to attend the test. Again, it is mandated by Atal Academy. We have to abide by that. And after that one, we'll have our valedictory session, onto which I'll be able to have some Rankine cycle analysis, and then feedback from all the participants.
Sure, sir. Participants, please submit your session 14 feedback cum attendance form, because we need to log all the attendance. So please submit that as soon as possible. And the test link will be shared through your register email as well as through the WhatsApp at sharp 2:30 p.m. And you have 1 hour time. So within that, try to submit your response. And at 3:30 p.m. we will all of them please join the session, and finally with the feedback we will conclude our faculty development program. So thank you, and 2:30 be ready. You will receive test link through your register email as well as through the WhatsApp. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Sir. Good morning, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I want to confirm my all attendance. I